It's time. Tea time. Welcome to episode 436. This time on TDB.
Slow down, man.
I don't know how to do this, trailer guy voice.
So 2015 Tianlong Chawang.
You won't believe where this tea comes from.
It comes from a guy named Colin. Thank you, Colin, for the tea. Sounds somewhere between trailer voice and like bad kung fu dubbing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You killed my master, and now you're gonna die. I'm gonna chop off your arm. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, this episode that we're doing on TDB is actually about tea. Specifically, James, what tea is this? What are we drinking today?
Yeah, so this is a raw Pu'erh, but it's somewhat of a more interesting one, fairly complex one. So I thought it'd be interesting to bring it on.
Cool.
From the profile, it's northern and, or at least it's supposedly northern, and it's definitely a little more boutique-y and refined. So 2015, comes from Lincang. So
Cool.
take a smell of that.
Smells like it could be sweet. Smells like it could be not sweet. It smells like Pu'erh. So, when someone says something is a bit more boutique-y, James, what does that mean?
So it means it comes from like a smaller label usually. And of course you can have good or bad teas from that, but they tend to have a little bit different characteristics because what they're going for versus a larger factory are often fairly different.
Yeah.
So I want to take this fairly light, so this one might be light, but we'll see.
Cool.
So kind of going by feel. I just know we don't want to overdo raw Pu'erh that's only 7 years old. So.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for these boutique places too, there might also be a bit more variety between the cakes that they make as well.
Right.
So, yeah. All right, we can do this.
Cheers.
Cheerio. Nice and sweet to start, but you can tell it's really strong.
Yeah, just slowly getting started, I think.
Oh, it's crazy to think this is 10 years old. Or not 10 years old, 8 years old.
7.
COVID brain.
Yeah, it's pretty green on that first steep, but we'll see.
Yeah, I can't taste any age on it at all.
Yeah, I'm trying not to kill us here, so, you know.
The liqueur is nice and almost pink, like a light red. Okay.
So it's still pretty dark, but a little deeper and darker.
It's more yellow than the Chawang. Yeah, let me smell that.
Curious what you're getting off the nose. For me, it's kind of like very hay, very aromatic. Definitely a lot of high notes coming off of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely has the Chinese medicinal shop vibe. We got a lot of Pu'erh, classic Pu'erh flavors in here.
Yeah. Storage of it, definitely pretty clean, fairly dry, not too aggressive. I don't know where this was stored before Colin got his hands on it. But
yeah, there's some fruit thing going on in there that I'm struggling to place. But it's nice. I do agree with you. It doesn't taste too, like earthy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hot. It's quite sweet still.
So if it was just these 3 steeps, would it pass the mom test?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe. It's very sweet, but it's still like... The accompanying flavors are still different enough that I'm not sure the average person on the street would be like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's approachable, I think.
Yeah.
More so than other, what tastes like a, Pu'erh tea to me. So I don't know. I'm not sure I have a. This is kind of a challenging one.
Yeah, I'm starting to get more grassy notes in mine, so a little bit still in that green vein.
Yeah. It is quite sweet. And
push this one just a little bit more.
There's that grassiness. Hey, it's almost like a very soft lemongrass. Juicy.
It's got a nice texture to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that from an age perspective, this tastes ready to me, right? I don't think this is a tea that we're drinking, just to be clear for the audience, that is something where we're like, oh wow, we're drinking this now, and it has time to go.
It's hard to tell where this would go, because most of what I get is like very top note type stuff, like very aromatic,
Exactly.
very like pungent and fragrant in the mouth.
Yeah.
And less like heavier, earthy, oily tones. So yeah,
that is there, but it's not punchy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not in the same way.
Yeah. It's like almost there to balance it. It's kind of like why I was saying there's almost that like peaty, charcoaly, spent stuff, flavors to this that I think a lot of people wouldn't find particularly appealing.
Which is why it doesn't pass the mom test.
Yeah, because it's not. But that's a subtle thing. And for me, I like that because it's balancing out what otherwise would be, I think, frankly, a pretty sweet tea.
Right.
It's interesting. It's like hinting at higher notes that I'm not able to place. Could be a little bit of just my taste buds being a little messed up from COVID and stuff. But yeah, this is an interesting tea. I agree with you.
Yeah, the nose again. The nose is also pretty interesting as far as pu'erh teas go. For me now, it's coming off, kind of moved off the grass and going very, very floral. So yeah, it's like this is one that I think I like the tea. I don't know if I love it. I think it's more interesting. So for me at least, this would be one where I was curious to drink it with you, just because I found it to be a fairly interesting one to analyze rather than something that I immediately loved.
Yeah. This steeping is stronger, and I think I like the balance on the previous steepings more.
Okay, yeah. This one does taste a little bit more like typical pu'erh. Definitely a fair bit more bitter.
Right. Yeah. But it's interesting because it's like there's that bitterness, but it's like there's not a lot behind it. There's not a lot of those deeper flavors that are strong and apparent that need to be chilled out. Again, would this be aged well? Hard to say.
Really
We're not going to calm that kind of intensity from those flavors down as much.
It's got some interesting characteristics.
Yeah.
Would this tea have been better served to be like blended with even more material? Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know.
It's very. I mean, yeah.
It has a nice coating effect on the mouth, and I am getting some nice aftertaste. So I do think the leaf quality is quite good.
Yeah. Definitely interesting tea. Yeah, the nose to me smells quite different than the taste of it. And it's, you look at the leaves, they're pre-oxidized, and there's really not a lot of green left. So again, it makes me wonder, where's this going to go?
Yeah.
So definitely a curious tea to try, and something pretty enjoyable to taste on the show. Yeah, I wonder if this is intended to be aged for another 10 years.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to say. I mean, especially if you aged it aggressively. I assume if you aged it in something like Portland or Seattle, it'd be mostly stay the same,
similar.
Maybe just like slowly evolve. But if you were to give it something more aggressive, like Hong Kong or Malaysia, how would it hold up?
Yeah.
A lot more difficult to say.
Yeah. Definitely interesting, almost salty, very juicy. Really interesting tea.
Pretty different too. Yeah.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin, for your service.
You've
been watching the Kung Fu Bros.
Oh my god. Is this a pick up? Can people grab this? I don't know.
Oh jeez, I don't know where he got it from, but he got it from somewhere. So if you can backtrack and do your Google Internet magic wizard skills, you might be able to find it.
read in the title what this says. I'm not even gonna try. Okay. I'm already in enough trouble.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Someday you might want to go to China. So.
I would love to go to China. For more information about tea, go to China. Go to tdb.org. Go to your local tea farm.
2 recommendations. Go to China and go to TDB.
Just go to Wikipedia. Whatever.
1A and 1B.
Go to the library. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Thank you, every one of you who has made it to this far in the episode, Sam. I appreciate you. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I think
that's it.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, we end on a freeze fight, just like the Kung Fu films. Okay.
The VHS version where it's like... Okay, bye.